Hello everyone. Welcome to the live stream. I'm Dr. Judy, and this is day one of the P3 challenge. And today's live stream is going to be about plant based meal ideas. So, the challenge is a 7-day challenge. P3 stands for plants, prayer, and peace. And that simply means that we're eating more plant based foods, that we're praying more. And the last P, which is peace, is that we engage in daily stress reduction strategies. So each day of the challenge, there are three things to do because the number three, P3, eat a whole food plant based meal, pray 3 times a day, and engage in at least 15 minutes of stress reduction activities. And so when you sign up, you'll get my daily email as well as access to other resources. We have a private Facebook group, a community, and each day in the next 7 days, I'll be going live on my YouTube channel. And today I'm streaming it to Facebook as well. Now, I was supposed to go live today with my mom, but we've been trying to troubleshoot for 30 minutes and couldn't get both of us on the stream for some reason. So hopefully she is able to join. But the topic today is going to be plant-based breakfast ideas. And I just wanted to come on since I said 3 o'clock and it's 3 o'clock. Of course, we could always do it later if my mom gets her internet connected. So today, day one of the challenge. Today is Plant Power Monday. And the theme for today is to kickstart with a simple whole food plant based meal, no ultra processed food, basically. So choose a whole food plant based meal for breakfast. The second P, prayer, begin your day with a morning prayer. And the third P, peace, 15 minutes of meditation and journaling about your well being and spiritual goals for the week. My goal behind the P3 challenge and all of my challenges and events is to foster a mindset where we view health not just by physical ailments and symptoms, not by the presence of a diagnosis, disease, or even medications, but a holistic view of wellness that encompasses being in balance and being whole in mind, body, and spirit. And they are all equally important. And actually, I'm starting to believe that the mind and the spirit is most important. That is of the most importance. And so my brand has shifted from plant-based nutrition to focus on holistic wellness as well as spiritual wellness because that is what the world is in desperate need of now, spiritual wellness and connection with the creator, connection with God. So this challenge is a holistic wellness challenge. So I want to share with you some plant-based breakfast ideas. So of course, you have cereals, right? So you can do oatmeal. And when I do my oatmeal, I use soy milk or macadamia nut milk. Those are my favorite nut milks to use. And then what I do is I put nuts in them, like walnuts or pecans to get extra protein. Sometimes I put hemp seeds in them. And then I put a lot of fruit. So I put like strawberries, blueberries, bananas, like my oatmeal is not just a regular oatmeal. And that's how you can get extra protein in your oatmeal. And the protein helps you to stay full during the day. The hemp seeds and chia seeds add fat, and that helps you to stay full as well. So when I'm making my breakfast, I always make sure that at least half of the food that I'm eating is fruit. So when I do oatmeal, I would have like a cup of blueberries and strawberries and then like a half a banana. So I'm eating like 1 to 2 cups of fruit with the oatmeal. And I'll put some cinnamon in there for a little bit of flavor. Sometimes I do use some honey, but I don't put sugar. I don't keep sugar in my house or any sweetness. I don't have sugar in my house. But I'll put a little bit of honey, maybe sometimes, and that's it. Um, so I see that there's one person joining or two people joining. Drop in the chat where you're tuning in from. Hello, and welcome. If you're watching the replay, type replay. And if you're watching live, type live and also what city, state, or country that you are tuning in from. So today I'm just sharing some quick plant-based breakfast ideas because people always ask, well, what do you make for breakfast? The traditional breakfast is so unhealthy. It's full of carbs, full of processed foods. um, and wheat products, pancakes, waffles, French toast, right? Eggs, bacon, sausage. So for many people, when they switch to plant based, it's a challenge to figure out, okay, well, what do I eat for breakfast? So I just share one example of using oatmeal, but not regular oatmeal, like just amping it up so that it's got fruit, nuts, and different things in it. All right. So the second breakfast that I like, because I like to get protein, I actually don't eat breakfast. I actually do intermittent fasting every day, and I eat my first meal between 12 to 2 p.m. and I eat 2 meals a day. And that has been working out very well for me. I don't have food cravings. It keeps my weight at a normal weight for me. And I love it. I've been doing that for the past year now. So for me, my first meal actually is dinner food. So that's the first thing. Like breakfast does not have to be traditional breakfast. It can be anything. You can eat vegetables for your first meal of the day. You can eat salad. You can eat dinner food for the first meal of the day. It does not have to be traditional breakfast food. So sometimes in the morning, I will eat leftovers from what I had the previous day. Sometimes I'm eating vegetables for my first meal of the day with beans or tofu or whole grains. Um, but another breakfast that is a traditional breakfast. So I shared about oatmeal. The second one would be scrambled tofu. Scrambled tofu. Hey, Kirsten, joining from Atlanta. Welcome, welcome. So I'm just sharing about plant-based breakfast ideas. So I shared about oatmeal. The second one is scrambled tofu. So when you make your scrambled tofu, the key to making it taste like eggs and to smell like an egg is to use black salt. It's actually pink. It's not black, but it's called black salt. You can buy it from the Indian grocery stores, and it gives it that eggy smell and flavor. And but it is salt, so you have to be careful not to use a lot. It really just needs like a little pinch. And also season the tofu with turmeric, so that makes it turn yellowish. Um, it's really easy to make. You just basically take the tofu off the box, drain off some of the excess liquid, crumble it with your hands into the pot or the pan. I use the cast iron skillet because that does not stick. And I use coconut oil to saute it. And then I just stir it lightly with the seasonings until it's um, browned a little bit and cooked enough. About, I would say, probably 20 minutes, probably. And the seasonings that I use is the black salt, turmeric, garlic powder, and onion powder. And what else? Maybe some other seasons like thyme, maybe, but those are the main ones. And then with that, since I'm gluten free now, I don't really eat a lot of wheat products or at all. I try not to. So I use potatoes. So I will bake potatoes, sweet potatoes, white potatoes, red skin potatoes, whatever. Bake them and have that on the side. Or if you do use bread products, there are many vegan bread options. Whole Foods sells a vegan English muffin. And I'm trying to think what else. I think Trader Joe's has some gluten free um, flatbreads that are really nice. But I don't eat much breads these days. So I usually just do like a potato, kind of like breakfast potatoes, seasoned potatoes with my scrambled tofu. And then I'll eat tempeh. Now, tempeh is a soy product and it is a great source of protein. It's not considered ultra processed like the Impossible Meat and Beyond Burgers. So it's a good choice for protein. And I have that with my scrambled tofu and my potatoes. And that's breakfast for me. And then, of course, I eat fruit for every breakfast or vegetables. That's key. That's like the center of the plate, fresh vegetables and fruit. So those are my two favorite breakfasts: oatmeal with nuts and lots of fruit, or scrambled tofu with tempeh and potatoes. My third favorite breakfast probably would just be dinner foods. Um, I've shifted my mind around breakfast. It does not need to be the traditional breakfast because traditional breakfast is very unhealthy. It's high in carbs, wheats, gluten, processed foods. It's just not good, right? Okay, hold on. This is my mom. She's WhatsApping me. This is so funny. Hey, mom, I just ended up going live since I was 3 o'clock. Were you able to join the Zoom? No, Zoom wouldn't open. Oh, it's maybe it's your internet. Yeah, that's strange. Yeah. Maybe we can try again later in the day. I'm just going live now talking about this plant based eating, but maybe we can try later. Yeah, so I wrote down about 8 ideas for breakfast ideas. Maybe I can talk about them later, or you already talked about them? Well, I'm on live now. I wonder if they can hear you actually. I wonder if we could do it now. Because I've been talking for like 11 minutes. There's 4 people watching. Yeah. Maybe. Let me see. Hold on. You mean if they can hear me? Yeah. Can you? So they wouldn't see me, right? Yeah, they wouldn't see you. They said they can hear you actually. Does she sound clear? Okay, share one of your breakfast ideas, Mom. I shared about the oatmeal. I shared about the scrambled tofu with potatoes. Okay, I have about 6 others. Another one I have is to make vegan pancakes and with blueberries. Vegan pancakes with blueberries. How do you make the pancakes? Give them the ideas. You're going to use you can use whole wheat flour, and you go to Google and pull up a recipe, and they will give you a typical vegan recipe is going to have a plant-based milk, and it will have an oil, a tiny bit of sweetener, and baking powder, and whatever aromatics if you want cinnamon in it. So that's for just regular pancakes. It's usually about a cup of flour and a teaspoon of baking powder, pinch of salt, vanilla, and your plant-based milk, and you get it to the consistency you want. So that's what you will get for a vegan pancake without any eggs, right? Okay, let me just say it again. So you said go on Google and find a recipe for pancakes made with flour. What were the other ingredients? Yeah, it's vegan. Just say vegan pancakes. It's a standard recipe. What are the other ingredients? Just list the ingredients again. Yeah, you've got flour. You've got baking powder, salt, and a little oil, and the vegan milk. That's the standard pancake. Okay. I used to make vegan pancakes, and I was using this egg replacer by this particular company. They don't make it no more, or the product is different. So it didn't make my pancakes rise. So they were like not rising. What do you use to make them rise? Yeah, you're going to be using baking powder. So for a cup, you're going to use at least a teaspoon of baking powder. And you can also make the flax eggs. So you make the flax eggs. It's a recipe on Google for flax egg. You're familiar with that, right? Yes, flax egg. Yeah. I've used that before. So there's someone else. That's funny. There's someone outside mowing the yard. Yeah. So flax egg. And what do you? Okay. So do you put protein in it? Like protein powder? Protein powder. You can put a protein powder in it if you have a protein powder. Yeah, that will give it a bit more richness. You there are different flours you can use. You can use oat flour and whole wheat flour, and so different options depending on your liking. So that's for vegan pancakes. Then another one is sweet potato hash browns. Oh, sweet potato hash browns. Yeah, that's really nice. And you're using aromatics of garlic and onion. So the hash browns actually
once you cut them, scrub them and cut them, you can put them in the air fryer, and you may, so once you cut them and you put the garlic and onion, a little salt in, if you're using salt, a little nutritional yeast in it for cheesy something, and then you put it in the air fryer, and until it's a consistency that you want. You start with maybe 7 minutes.
Oh, how do you cut them? How do you cut the potatoes?
Yeah, they recommend you putting them in the food processor. But if you don't have a food processor, the hash browns generally they're something that is grated, aren't they?
I'm not sure. I've never made hash browns.
You've never
Yeah,
made them from
yeah, they do
scratch.
look like they are grated.
Yeah,
That's
they're
why I was
grated on the
asking,
big.
how would you do
They're,
them?
yeah, they're grated on the big part of the grater, or
Oh, yeah,
you can,
yeah.
or the big part of the grater, or you can use a food processor. And the nice thing about the hash browns with the sweet potatoes is that you're getting that vitamin A and some extra stuff in there, and right,
Mm-hmm.
and you can use garlic, a few garlic, and some sweet onion in it. If there are any other aromatics that you like if you want, and of course I mentioned nutritional yeast. Another option is for people who like bread, Ezekiel bread with hummus. That's delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good
And
one.
Ezekiel
Ezekiel bread.
bread with avocado.
And hummus and avocado.
No, the hummus on its own as one, and the avocado with Ezekiel bread.
Well, they can eat them both together because the hummus is not that filling. The
Yes, they
avocado
may
would,
do them both together.
the avocado
You
would give
also,
it fat.
yeah, you can do them both together. You can also do your up a burrito, a black bean burrito with
Oh, that's a
black
good
bean
one.
burrito, with all the toppings, the avocado and all,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, and they could do the scrambled tofu in it too.
Yes,
They like red
some
peppers.
tofu, good. Yeah, and they can also do a vegan cheese. Some people like vegan cheese. You can do vegan cheese with
In the burrito, you mean?
a vegan cheese could go in the burrito, or you can do a vegan cheese, vegan grilled cheese on Ezekiel bread.
Oh, yeah. That I have never tried that before. I just don't really eat the vegan cheese because it's so
Yeah,
processed.
some people miss it and they
Mm.
they use it. And of course, we've got black bean patties with flatbread and lettuce and tomato and avocado and salsa.
Yeah, so those are kind of getting on to more meal options. Yeah, I share that breakfast doesn't have to be pancakes and waffles. So that
Yeah,
was
it's
good.
very limiting if you
Yeah.
think it has to be pancakes, waffles, and cereal. It's
Yeah,
very
it
limiting.
is very unhealthy too. It's like the syrup, all the breakfast things is like syrup, pancakes, waffles, French toast.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then of course I have a smoothie option that
Oh
you
yeah.
have with kale or spinach,
Yeah, I like
or
smoothies too.
or it,
I like to put hemp seeds, protein powder.
yes, and but half a banana or whole one, depending on your tolerance for fruit, and berries, protein powder, hemp seeds, chia seeds, and put your variety of seeds in it with the kale, the
Mm-hmm.
berries, and half banana. Now that could be a something that you have before, or if you make it heavy, it could be a meal replacement.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's lots of different ideas and options for breakfast. Again, if you're not signed up for the challenge, go to theplatbasedmd.com/P3 challenge. The link will be below. It's posted on my page. Sign up. We have 6 more days. Each day I'll be going live with a different person, different wellness expert. And we'll probably try and see if we can get this live stream to work when my mom can actually come up on camera at the same time. But I have been on there for 20 minutes. I'm going to jump off. And hopefully this was helpful. And Tomorrow's theme is, let's see what's tomorrow. Look at my schedule. Peaceful Tuesday. So I'm going live at 1:30 tomorrow with Dr. Judy Wright. She's a stress management physician, and she will be sharing. We'll be discussing stress management techniques and how important that is for your daily wellness strategies to foster a healthy mind and engaging in activities every single day. Like they talk about, oh, exercise every day, eat vegetables every day. There are things that we should be doing every day to foster a healthy mind, healthy mindset, healthy emotions. And so we'll be talking about that tomorrow. So thanks for joining the live. Thanks for the tips, Mom. Too bad we had technical difficulties, but when I jump off here, let's try it again and see if we can get it troubleshooted. All right.
I'm actually going to be calling my server now just to get on top of what's happening with my.
Okay.
The other day, I did not make the connection, and I should have. I was trying to get on for a educational one for the BNA, and
Okay.
I didn't get on.
All right. Well, we will retry this again later. But thank you everyone for joining. And I will see you either later today, maybe, or tomorrow on the live stream. Have a good rest of the day.